All right, here we go. HVP's here in the booth. Oh, Tony Tone's out there. Tony, share this with everybody out there. I talked to Jeremy earlier this morning, and he said Trenton Toast is on the menu. All right, Curtis, glad to see you there. David, thanks for joining us. All right, Bob, Mr. Gunderson, haven't seen you in a while. Carrie, thanks for joining us. Share this stream. Let's get this up over a couple hundred people. Lou, Louie, come here, come here. No, this is primo. Here, Lou, look. Oh, my last one, I think. All right, so we got Robert up the table. Robert and Charlie. It's race to 5. Try to get in for third. Both guys are already in the Calcutta. Calcutta's, I think, like almost $1,800 for fourth, and then it doubles from there on out. All right. Robert's up to the table here. He's from Dickinson. Charlie, he used to live in Billings. He lives in Williston now. And then we have Jeremy Slater from Trenton, North Dakota. And we have Chad Sens from Regina, Canada. Hey, there's Buck out there. What's up, Buck? You're supposed to be on one of these TV tables. Hey, Brian, thanks for joining us. Okay, so Robert's stretching out here, trying to make the 11 in the left corner. He pockets the 11, rolls down, and I think he can see that 15 in the side. Looks like he got the 15, 10, and then the 8 ball here. Try to take a 2-0 lead. Makes the 15, rolls up. Got the 10 ball a little bit right of center, which I think can get him on the 8. Okay, it looks like Chad won the flip, so Chad's going to be breaking. These are both races to 5. These are the final 4, the guys that made the Calcutta. We had 17,900 in the Calcutta. And Robert made the mistake when he hit it high. He threw it out of the pocket. Charlie gets up to the table. Maybe a little trouble on the 3, but if it passes, he would shoot it now. Think he might start with the 5. Or he could start with the 1, get an angle, and then shoot the 5. That's what I would do. Chad breaks. Sounds like something went in, and he's in the middle of the table. Okay, back to Charlie here. Charlie shooting the 1. Little bit of an angle. He can clear the balls off and then come down if he wants to, or put an angle on the 5. He got a little angle on the 5, a little bit left of center to get the 3 out, or to go around the other edge. Shoots the 1, bumps the 3 out. 3's clear. Now he got probably shoot the 7 here. Back to the main table. Chad's up to the table. I think he chose low balls, high balls. Let me see. Took high balls, coming off the rail. Tried to play a little bit of touch. It rolled on him. I think he'll have to come back to that ball. He's got the 9, a little bit inside to come off the short rail. Shoots to 9, comes off the rail, little soft. He still can make it. Charlie missed that shot on the 7. Robert back to the table with the 10 and the 8. Probably go 2 rail shape here. Makes the 10, goes 2 rails, rolling over for the 8. Got a shot in the upper right-hand corner. Chad got a nice bump there to be able to shoot that high in the side, and I say the 8 got 4 pockets. Shoots the high, got the 8, probably down in the corner. Okay, Robert takes a 2-0 lead over Charlie, and Chad takes a 1-0 lead over Jeremy. Or 1-1. Must have missed that first game. All right, I'm back. I know what's going on. Hey, Ashley, how are you doing? Where did you go? I thought you were going to join me in the booth today. 57 views. Come on, share this. Buck, share this with everybody back in Belcourt and in Trenton. We should get at least over 100. Chadwick, thanks for joining us. Rooting for Chad there. Okay, Robert up 2-0. Chad and Jeremy 1-1. Races to 5. Winners brackets, Chad and Jeremy. Losers brackets, Charlie and Robert. Loser of Charlie and Robert take 4th. They're in the Calcutta money, and it's just step up from here. Looks like Charlie broke dry. Jeremy's up to the table here. Still breakfast time. He's trying to serve up some Trenton toast. Looks like he's on the 14. Pockets the 14, gets a bump. Looks like he's going to shoot the 9 down. Shoots the 9 down. Looks like he needs to get that 10 out of there, and I think the 10's dead with the low ball, but he don't have a combo. He's going to clear the table down there. Pockets the high there, got a little angle here. He's going to shoot the 13 ball, try to nudge the low and get that 10 out. He hit it low. That didn't help. Now the dead combo's out of the way for a billiard. So it looks like what Jeremy has to do here, it's pretty hard on the rail, but he's a little bit right of center, but he would want to throw that ball in and try to get that 10 out. Okay, he's trying to pocket the 15, trying to draw it back to get the 10 out. Okay, makes the shot, gets the 10. I don't know if he has a pocket for the 10 ball, though. All right, everybody, we're up to 62 viewers. Keep sharing the stream out there. Tell them this is the finals down at the Ranger in Sidney, Montana. If you bought yourself in the Calcutta, with the tournament in the Calcutta, it's about $10,000 for first place. So Robert, he missed that easy 3 ball. Charlie's up with the highs. Back to the main table. Jeremy's on the 10. I don't know if he can make it. I think he's just going to lay down to the bottom rail. Tried to lay down to the bottom rail, and I don't think that the 10 passes the 7 now. but I don't know if the 7, yeah, I think the 7 might be a little muddied up. Mr. Chad Brown, you should have been down here for the Calcutta. We had 17,900 in the Calcutta. Where were you? Charlie makes a high. He misses the breakout on his 2 high balls, so now he's got to come back around to try to get those balls out. All right, so Jeremy got a ball in hand here. I think he can bank that ball in, and I think he's going to need to draw that cue ball back to get on the 8. On table 1, Charlie's up to the table. He's probably going to play a safe here. He's going to roll up, hit the rail with the 13, and try to leave him sucked on that ball. Okay, Jeremy's going to play safe. He's going to hit the 10 and try to leave the cue on the 10, but it rolls out on him. So I think Chad has a shot on the 7, all the way down. Okay, Chad, kid's birthday. Yeah, you got to be there for the kids. Everybody out there, share the stream. Let's get this up here. 61 viewers. Come on, let's get at least up over 100. See, this is a little hard to see, but I thought he could hit the 7. He can't. So Chad's got to go to the rail to either hit the 4 or the 5. He hits the 4 or the 5. Now, he scratches. So I think Jeremy can cut this ball in. He can definitely bank it in. The 1's in the way of the side pocket. Might have to bank that 10 in. That was a big error there by Chad. Yep, I think Jeremy's going to bank this straight in. He's going to draw it back, either hit the 1. I don't think he can scratch in the side because the 1's blocking the side. So Jeremy's going to bank this and bring the cue back. And it rattles the pocket, and he had the 8 straight in. All right, Chad's back up to the table with the low balls. On the other table, it looks like Robert's up looking at a low ball. Chad's going to pocket the 6 here. Slams it in, got an angle on the 3 to get back in the middle of the table. All right, Jeff's rooting for Chad also. We must have shared the stream up there in Canada. Come on, you Canucks. Share the stream up there in Canada. Get a lot of people watching here. Okay, so Robert's looking at a 5-6 combo on the side. Chad pockets a low, rolls up. He's either got the 1 in the side or the 4 in the corner. He's going to shoot the 5 down. Shoots the 5, rolls up. And see, you know, when the balls are open, it's a preference of what you feel comfortable. Don't shoot a shot that you don't want to feel comfortable with. Yeah, G, you're watching there. Jeremy said there's Texas toasted for breakfast down here, so let's get the shout out for the Trenton Tigers. Okay. What happened there? Chad missed the 4. Jeremy could either feather this 10 in, which I think he's going to do, just feather the 10 in and then shoot the 8 down in the opposite corner. Oh, he couldn't see it. Okay. So he made a good hit, played safe. Now Chad looks like he has to kick at the 7 ball. This angle's kind of hard to be able to tell if people can see the shot or not. Charlie's up here with an open table, shooting the high balls. Wants to shoot that ball off the rail and get shaped down for the, I would say it's the 9 or 13. Comes down perfect. Got a little bit of an angle there. Okay, Slates is back to the table. I think what Jeremy can do here is hit about the second diamond, try to kick that ball in. Nice shot there by Charlie. Now he has a high ball on the side. He's going to want to bump that low ball and then get a shot on the 8. Unless there's another high ball out there, it's hard to tell. Yeah, there's one more high. I would say if a left angle kind of throws me off a little bit, but I think Jeremy can hit the long rail here, put some English on it, make that high ball. And then he's probably have to hit it with a little pace or touch here. Pockets the ball, doesn't scratch, has an 8, can't bank it in the side because of the 1. I think he has to cut it all the way down or bank it in the opposite corner. Charlie pockets his high ball, comes over 2 rails perfect for the 8 straight in to try to make that a match over there. Charlie pockets the 8. It's 2-1 Robert. Race to 5 in playing for 3rd place. Jeremy's taking a look at this 8 ball. I think he has to cut it all the way down. Or what he could do, he could actually kick the 8 in the side. But Jeremy got great eyes. He'll probably shoot that 8 all the way down. All right, we got Terry Slater, Uncle Jeremy, and seen Mo here with the kids watching, and share that stream down in Trenton. Get a lot of people watching there. Jeremy cuts the 8. He hits too much of the 8. Chad got the 7 in the side. Well, let's hear it for the sponsors, Railbird Pool TV, North Dakota Pool Foundation, and we're down at the Ranger in Sidney, Montana. 74 viewers. Let's get that thing up over 100. Then let's get to 200. Hey, Earl. How you doing, Earl? Earl, this is probably 2.5, 3 hours from Minot. The Canadians that come down from Regina said it was 3 hours from Regina. All right, 2-1 over there, Robert and Charlie. Looks like Robert's break. Chad cleaned the low balls off there. He's got the 8 straight in the corner for a 2-1 lead. Chad from Regina, Canada against Jeremy Slater from Trenton, North Dakota. Robert from Dickinson, North Dakota, and Charlie Lim, he's from all over. He used to live in Billings, and now he's living in Williston. Okay, it looks like, I think it's, must be Jeremy's break. Or maybe Chad. He's waiting for the other table to break. Robert's up to the table here. What did 5, 6? Oh, made a few balls on the break. They're out there. He's going to shoot a high. He's got to get on the 11. Shoots to 10 in the side. Shoots to 10 in the side, rolls up. I think his choice is probably going to be the high ball in the side pocket. Okay, we got Chad breaking with a 2-1 lead. On the other table, we have Robert with a 2-1 lead. He's up with the high balls. Chad's break, smashes it, almost scratches in the side, but I think he broke dry. 5, 10, 15 balls on the table. Robert, he's going to cut this ball instead of shooting over. Tries to play a safe, didn't get behind the ball. Charlie got a little work to do with the low balls here, though. Okay, Jeremy pockets a 2. Looks like he's got a little bit right of center on the 6. Might roll up 2 rails and to get on the 7. Well, shoots at 6. Looks like he's going to shoot the 1 down in the corner. And he'll roll up for the 5. Makes the 1. Wants the high ball to pass through. I don't know if it did or not. I don't think Jeremy has a shot. It looks like those... I don't know if he can see that 5 or not. Head over at table 1. Robert's up there with the high balls. Looks like he still has that 15 stuck over there. Makes that ball. I think then he has the 9 or the 15. What's he thinking about here? Maybe a 15-9 combo? Or is he going to make the 9 and go around a couple rails to get on the 15? Yeah, Earl, this is a great tournament. This is about, if you buy yourself in the Calcutta, $17,900 in the Calcutta. It's about $10,000 for first. $50 entry. Okay, Robert's going to try the 15-9 combo here. Hits too much of the 15. And Charlie got a little work to do with the low balls, but he's back at the table. Jeremy's still looking to see what he can do here. Jump. He's going to jump and try to make the 7. Makes a good hit on the 7, but doesn't pocket the ball. Chad might have a shot on the 14. Charlie pocketed a low ball there. I think Charlie might shoot. He might shoot the 2, then that low ball, but yeah, I would shoot that ball now and try to roll up and get on the 5 or the 3. All right. Charlie's going to shoot that ball, try to roll up. Shoots it off the ball. 5 must pass the 3. If not, he could shoot the 2. 5 goes in the other corner now. He opened that pocket way up. Might shoot the 1 here with an angle. But no, he must see the 5. Jeremy got back up to the table there. He's got the low balls. I think what he could do there, shooting the combo, trying to pocket the 5 in the corner. Charlie shoots the combo, pockets the combo, has the 5 a little bit right of center. Then he would come down for the 1 or the 2, whatever preference he likes. Jeremy here made the combo. Now he's shooting the 3. Shoots the 3, got the 5, going to roll up for the 5, keep an angle on the 7. Charlie's going to shoot the 1, come off the rail for the 2. Makes it. Charlie got the 2 ball and the 8. Jeremy got a nice angle here on the 7 to pop out. Pockets the 7. He's got the 8 ball. Tie it up 2-2. Trenton Tigers 2-2. Charlie ties it up 2-2. We have 2 matches here, both 2-2. So now it's a race to 3 on both tables. We have some good pool this morning. Sunday morning, share the stream, 77 viewers. We are down at the Ranger Casino and Eatery down in Sidney, Montana, home of the biggest Calcutta in the state of Montana. Jesse, our auctioneer, he gets everybody to bid up, and last year 19,800, this year 17,900. Last year, if Mr. Kevin Cardinal would have bought himself, it was 12,000 for first. This year it's about 10,000. It's not bad for an amateur pool tournament for the weekend. Share this stream. We're up to 86. Let's get up over 100 here. Share it up there in Canada. Share it in Trenton. Chad, share it in Williston. Earl, get some Canadians to watch this. Everybody will be coming down. All right, Charlie's break 2-2. Jeremy broke, made a ball. Charlie avoids the scratch in the side. I think he drove Bry, 5, 10, 15. Robert's back up to the table, 2-2. Jeremy's at the table, 2-2. Scanning to see what he wants to take here. I don't think he has a starter unless he cuts that ball in the corner for the highs. I think Jeremy's either looking at a 2 or a 3 ball combo, the low end of the high. Okay, he's going to shoot the 2 into a high ball here. And he missed the combo, 2-10. He was trying to miss the 15. He had half a pocket. Robert shoots a combo with the high balls, takes the highs, and I don't see a trouble with the high balls at all. Chad's back up to the table with an open table. He can take what he wants. We're using VNE Valley rules to where somebody scratches on the break, it's behind the line. And you don't lose on a scratch, believe it or not, on the 8 ball unless the 8 goes in. Mervin, what do you mean our signal's cutting out? It might be you want to restart your connection, I would say. Anybody else out there having trouble with the internet? All right, Robert. Robert's up to the table here shooting the high balls. Chad's up to the table here shooting the highs. I don't think Robert got where he wanted on that one. I could be wrong, but looks like he's shooting the 15 down in the corner or the 9 down in the corner. Pockets a 9 down in the corner. Chad pockets a high ball in the corner. Rolls up on a low ball, but shouldn't give him trouble. Got the 13. I'm not sure if the other high ball passes in the side. So he might have to put a little pace on it to get shape. Robert shooting a high ball. Coming off the rail. Pockets the high. Doesn't get off the rail too far. That could be trouble for Robert there. On that cut, that makes that side pocket huge. He'd want to shoot it high and roll into a ball. Looks like Chad has to shoot this ball in the upper right-hand corner, come off the rail and get on the 9. He doesn't feel comfortable with either ball there. Robert made a great shot, not scratching, running into the 1. Got another high ball there. When he shoots the high ball, he wants to leave the 8 in the side. So it looks like he's just going to do a throw draw here and keep the cue in the middle of the table. Chad shoots high ball, leaves an angle on the 9. That makes that 7 ball huge on Chad and Jeremy's table. Robert pockets the 8 in the side, made a nice run out there. 3-2 Robert in a race to 5 to see who would play the loser of the winner's bracket. Charlie and Robert, the loser gets 4th. The other one moves on. Yep, $17.95 for 4th in the Calcutta. And then it just doubles from there. $3,500 for 3rd, $52 for 2nd, and $6,900 for 1st place in the Calcutta. There's Chad. Chad takes a 3-2 lead, pockets the 8. Had kind of a hard out there and made it look easy. Robert up 3-2. Chad up 3-2 over Jeremy. All right, Curtis, thanks for the info. Jeff, you have good internet at the house, all right? All right, Brian, thanks for watching. Share it with those guys on the other side of North Dakota there. We're up to 78 viewers. Let's get up to 100 at least. Robert 3-2 over Charlie. Chad 3-2 over Jeremy. Race to 5 here. And I would basically say that if you got 4th place and you're going to 3rd, that's a $2,500 match. These are $2,500 to $5,000 matches right now. Each bump, $1,800 in the Calcutta, and probably at least $500 in the tournament. So you're looking at over a $2,000 bump on each time you move up. This is what you play these tournaments for. Thanks, Brian. Look at Jared out there. Robert for president. Share this stream with everybody. Get some people, tell them to stay home from church and watch some pool. Okay, Chad's up to the table shooting high balls. Rolls up on a ball, but they're wide open. $78 viewers. Let's get it to 100. Share the stream. Let's get all the Slaters watching down in Trenton. We'll have 200 people here. Come on now. Chad up at the table. Trying to take care of the high balls. We are at the Ranger in Sidney, Montana, home of the biggest Calcutta for pool in the state of Montana. All right, Iron. Iron, share this with everybody down there in Williston. I don't know why you didn't come down, you and BJ, and shoot. There was a couple openings. $50 entry here could win you, with the Calcutta, $10,000. My local buddy Jesse, the auctioneer, he gets everybody bidding great over here. Robert's up to the table here. Looks like he's shooting the 3 in the opposite corner. Shot the 3, got a little kiss off the 7. Chad shot his high ball, come down 3 rails, way too far. But I think he could still pocket the 15. Looking to see, you know, he cuts the 15. He's wondering where the 8's going to go. I think he doesn't have a problem. I think he'll push the 8 past the 6. Cutting here the 15 in the corner. But he does. He misses the 15, and he cuts the 8 in the side for a 3-3 match now. That was a costly mistake there. If Chad makes that cut right, he hits more of the 8 and it doesn't go in the side. He didn't cut it enough and pocketed the 8 ball on the side. Hey, Burton, Mr. Robertson up there in Devil's Lake. Share this with the stream. Get the Hansons up. Tell them to stay home from church and watch some pool. All right, Robert's at the table here. Jeremy got some new life there. Now it's a race to 2 with Jeremy breaking. Jeremy slams the balls. 4. I think he made a ball on the break. Has an opening shot here on the 15 if he likes the highs, which they're wide open, and the lows are wide open. Robert comes down table. Jeremy pockets the 10. He's going to open up the 14 here. Feathers that ball in, has a 13 in the corner. Then I would say he'll probably shoot the 11 after that. 11 in the side if he rolls up a little bit. 11 in the side. Then after that he could shoot the 9 or the 10. Robert up to the table. Looks like he has a cut on the 1. Trying to keep track of both. It's kind of hard. Mr. Zeb, about time you got up. T.R. Olson. It says it's Chad Sens. I don't know if it's Chad Sylvester. I'm not sure. I know he's from Regina. I talked to the Canadians this morning. Glad to see TR and Camo, Kempo, and Zeb out there. All right, Robert's up at the table here. Got to cut the 1 in. Kind of lose the cue ball down the table a little bit. Jeremy's up here cleaning off the high balls. He wants to shoot this, draw it. Perfect shot. Take it in the other side. Robert lost control of the cue ball there. I'm not sure if he has a shot on the 8. He doesn't look too happy, but maybe it'll go in. And Jeremy's here on the 8 ball. A slight left-hand cut in the side pocket. Okay, Jeremy pockets the 8, runs the high balls out, trying to serve that Trenton toast. 4-3, he's on the hill. Chad made a costly mistake, and usually when you make a mistake and pocket the 8 ball, it cost him 2 games, not 1. 4-3, Jeremy Slater from Trenton, North Dakota against Chad Sens from Regina, Canada. Robert had enough room maybe for the 8. He missed it. Charlie's back up at the table to try to make it a 3-3 match. You got 2 locals left here. Charlie lives in Williston. Jeremy lives in Trenton. Robert lives in Dickinson. Chad's up there in Regina. Oh, yeah. He got eagle eyes, Zeb. He got eagle eyes. Chad's up breaking. Puts a little extra on it. Nothing on the break. Jeremy's up to the table to try to close out to get the hot seat. Charlie's up here to try to even up the match. Going to shoot the 11. He's going to roll up, try to get on the 10 ball. Hits it nice, rolls too far. Got a lot of distance between this, but Charlie looks like he's stroking pretty well. Yeah, this is the last 4, Zeb. Robert and Charlie, that's the one loss side, and for the seat is Jeremy and Chad. $17,900 in the Calcutta. First place in the Calcutta, it's about a $10,000 pay. Okay, Jeremy pockets a high ball there. Looks like he can shoot an 11 here. Shoot that ball in the side. Or he could take the bunny and reload. I think he took a high. I was watching the other match. Charlie's thinking what he wants to do here. Jeremy feels like the better shot was the 9, pockets the 9. Now he has the 10. He wants to shoot the 10 with some pace to come through those low balls. He has that duck for the 15 if he wants to go that way. We're going to shoot the 10 high with pace. The wrong English came off of there, but at least Jeremy has the duck at the 15 if he needs it. And then he can reload and set himself up. Charlie, I think Charlie's going to try to cut the 10 down, and then if he misses, he might leave him behind the other high ball. And he does miss, and he plays the safe, which wasn't a bad two-way shot. Because if he makes the ball, then he has the high and the side, and he could roll up for the 8. Just in case he missed, he makes Robert have to kick at the 8 ball. Not a bad shot there by Charlie. He's played a few games or two. Okay, Jeremy's up here. He's going to shoot this 15, the duck. Then he's going to come off to try to get on the other side of the table. Shoots the 15. I think it passes. This is a big shot here. If Jeremy makes this, he should get out of this rack. And skims the other ball. Gets Chad back up to the table. I don't know if Robert called a double bank or not. I don't think he did. That would have been a hell of a call, though. So I think it's 3-3, and Charlie's breaking. Chad's back up to the table. Still has some life here. He's got the 6 in trouble. Got a couple balls where he can get it out of there. Yep, Robert didn't call the double bank. I think he called the bank, and Charlie got that game. Now it's a race to 2 because they're going to 5. Chad's up at the table here trying to tie it up. That is a little bit surprising. Played it safe there, which I don't think, well, Jeremy could possibly make one of these. I think he can kick that ball in. I think he can kick that high in, then he might have a shot. Thanks, TR. Glad you're watching. Appreciate the good love there. All right, Iron, owner of Creation Carpets, him and Justin Krieger, they're big pool fanatics. They play a lot of pool, and they give a lot of pool to the Williston community. If you need your carpets done, get a hold of Iron or Justin. They're always busy. Okay, Charlie pocketed a ball, plus he had the other one follow in. Jeremy made a good hit, muddied up a couple balls. Chad just tries to duck and hide and go down the table. Jeremy could actually pocket this ball, but I don't know if he wants to because he might have trouble making the 11. But knowing Jeremy, he could make this, roll up, and then try to bank the 11 in the side. That's a possibility. Okay, Charlie shoots a high ball in the side. Gets in the middle of the table, which is never bad for bar pool. If you're in the middle of the table, you will always have a shot. TR, share the stream out there. 89 viewers. I know you got a lot of pool friends. Okay, Robert 3, Charlie 3. Charlie up to the table after Robert double banked the 8 by mistake. Charlie's up at the table trying to take a 4-3 lead here. He's a local. He used to shoot at Billings a lot, and he moved to Williston. Then he found out Williston don't have a pool hall. Rent's too expensive in Williston. We have no pool hall. But we do have Bill's Back 40, where they got 3 or 4 pool tables and weekly tournaments. Ranger here, they have their tournaments on Saturday. I think it's a $20 buy-in, at least 4 tables. Nice smooth tournament run by Donnie Petty and Eddie. Great thing here. If you've never been here, they have the sports betting. They have a big screen TV. They got the hockey and the basketball on. They support all the local Montana sports here. 88 viewers. Come on, at least get this up to 100 now. All right, we got Crystal rooting for Chad. We got a lot of Canadians watching. I think there's more Canadians watching than people in the U.S. Come on, people, share the stream out there. Okay, Jeremy. Jeremy looks like he's going to try to kick this 11 in. Looks like Charlie rolled up a little bit on his work, but I think Charlie can cut this ball. Okay, Jeremy made a good hit, didn't pocket the ball. Chad's back up to the table here. Chad got 7 low balls on the table. Charlie here, he's going to try to cut this 15. That's a big side pocket. Charlie cuts the 15. Charlie cuts the 15. I don't know what happened there, but Robert's up to the table. I think Charlie called the combo, because he did pocket his ball, or did it ricochet off? Robert's up to the table here with low balls, going to shoot the 7, going to try to get back in the middle of the table either for the 2 or the 5. I think he's going to go for the 2 next. Didn't want to bump the 8, but all he has to do is pocket this 2 and slide over to get on the 5. Nice touch shot. So we got 3-3, Robert and Charlie. Robert to the table. We have Jeremy up at the table trying to take the hot seat. King of the hill, whatever you want to call it. So Robert needs a nice touch shot here. Makes the 2, like I said, rolls over for the 5, got an angle on the 5, wants to pop off for the 8, and then Robert would take a 4-3 lead over Charlie. Jana still wants her Uncle Jeremy to get it done, and the capos up there are rooting for Chad. Okay, brought the ball back to shoot the 8 in the other corner, and he pockets it. 4-3 Robert over Charlie. Race to 5. Yep, looks like Jeremy's going to try to go 2 rails, and I don't know if he called the side or the corner. Nope, didn't follow through. Chad's up to the table with the lows in the open. Robert's up to the table 4-3. If he breaks and runs, he moves on. Send Charlie packing. Okay, Robert takes care of a low there. Now he's going to shoot, I would shoot the 6 in the side, which he is. He's going to roll up a little. He rolls up on a ball, got his pink 4 ball that he could shoot, then come over in the pack. Robert trying to break for his match over there. 4-3 Jeremy Slates from Trenton, North Dakota against Chad Sens. Go Tigers. Chad pockets a 4, rolls over for the 1. Gets a little bit on the rail, wants to roll up here. I'm going to roll up and then shoot the 5. All right, Robert looks like he made a ball or 2 on the break. Got the cue in the middle of the table. Chad makes the 5, rolls too far for the 3. But he can still make that go 2 rails and get on the 8. If he hits that pocket speed. All right, John rooting for Charlie. Denise rooting for Jeremy. Glad to see you guys on the stream. Paul, Jana, TR, the legendary TR, Mr. BJ Robinson up there in Devil's Lake, Chad Brown and Iron. Share the stream, get some people watching. Hey, we're at 95. Let's at least get to 100 here. Then we should get to 2 for the finals. Okay, Robert shooting a ball here. Shoots the combo. Low into the high, makes the ball, scratches, and Charlie's at the table with whichever ball he wants. Chad missed the 3. Jeremy makes the high ball. He's got the 8 here to take the hot seat. Go Tigers. Trenton Toast this morning. Jeremy Slater, 5. Chad Sens, 3. All right, so now we're seeing who plays Chad here. It's Robert, 4. Charlie, 3. Charlie at the table. All right, 97. Let's get that to 197. Let's go here. Share it with your friends. Tell them there's pool this morning. Look at that. Mr. Rick Schroeder's there. Bob Gunderson's way out of town still watching. Paul, look at all. Yeah, let's give all the love to Jeremy here. Mike Sheets. Sonia. All right. We got a lot of people watching down there. I think they might be down Busters. Go Tigers, Trenton Tigers. Jeremy Slater putting Trenton, North Dakota on the map here. Trying to take all the money back home across the border. Yeah, we had 17,900 in the Calcutta. I think it's 6,900 for first, plus the tournament's about 10 grand. 97 viewers. Let's not drop off here. We're going to have another match here. Chad and going to play the winner, Robert and Charlie. Charlie's trying to get at Hill over here. And we got Tony Tone. Always says he's coming to the tournaments, never shows up. I don't understand that. So Charlie here is trying to make short work of this to get it to Hill. Chad will be right back up whenever this match is done. Chad will be playing the winner of this match. And it looks like, it's hard to tell the balls, but I think Charlie still has the 6. He can see it. Wants to come back middle of the table for the 8. Pockets the 6. Brings it back a little inside to shoot the 8 and a little bit left center of the corner to get it to Hill. Charlie makes it. 4-4. We have a Hill match here. Who do you like? All right, Brandon. We don't have, let me see here. Let me try. I don't see the mouse. There we go. Are we good there, Brandon? Mr. Arnie Solberg, thank you very much for the safe travels. Zebby, all right, we got a Hill match here. Charlie's racking. Is everything on table 1 now so you guys can see it? All right, Brandon. Share this up there with everybody in Belcourt. Thanks, G. All right, here we go. Charlie breaking, trying to get to play Chad for second place. Jeremy's sitting on the hill. Somebody's going to have to beat him twice. They got a lot of work to do. Here we go with Charlie breaking. Charlie pounds the break, scratches, drew the cue ball. It went in that big corner pocket. Lows are a little muddied up. There's a high ball that's in trouble, but there's break shots all over the table. We're playing Valley rules, so it's behind the line on the break. It's not anywhere on the table. Oh, Dunseith. Sorry, Brandon. I know Dunseith, Belcourt up there, Rolla, all the neighborhood. All right, what do we got? 87 viewers. We got people leaving for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know what they're doing on Sunday. I know a few people went to church there, Arnie, but glad you're watching the stream. Randy Zimmerman, thanks for being there. All right, here we got Robert up to the table here, trying to close out the match to get to Chad. Robert's from Dickinson. Charlie used to live in Billings, and he's down in Williston, North Dakota, working for the ag for the college. Robert shooting a ball here, high ball on the side, 15. Makes the 15, gets the break on those two balls. Now he could shoot the 9. He can come around, shoot the 13 or the 11 after that. So let's see what he does here. I would say that he shoots the 9. He comes off. He has a 10 for a saver. Wants to get over on this other high ball. I say, like I always say in bar pool, if he gets to the middle of the table or somewhat to the middle of the table, he'll have a shot. He won't stick his though. He's going to cut the 9 in, try to bring it back in the middle of the table. Hits the 1, which that kind of helped him a little bit. Now he's going to shoot that ball down in the corner, come off the rail by the 8. Maybe hit the 8 to try to free it up a little more. And like I said, if he doesn't get where he wants, he has the 10 that he could always shoot in that corner down there. Okay, Robert here is going to shoot a high ball, come off the rail, try to bump the 8. He bumps the 8. Now he's got the 10 ball. And he's going to want to shoot the 10, come off the short rail, get on the 11. Then I don't know, he might be able to shoot that 13 in the side off that 6 ball. We'll see how he goes about this. Hill here. Whoever wins is going to be playing for second. Whoever loses come in fourth, and that still ain't a bad payday. If you had yourself in the Calcutta, fourth would get you over $2,500. That ain't a bad amateur pool tournament, $2,500 for fourth. So here we go. Robert shooting the 10, shoots the 10, comes down perfect to shoot the 11 in the corner, and then what's he going to do with the 13? I think he's going to try it off the 6 in the side. That's my guess. Or he could draw this back out and try to shoot it in the same pocket. But I think he's just going to pocket this, and then no, he did what I thought he was going to do. Now he's going to shoot the 13. With this, I think he would want to go forward to shoot the 8 down in the other corner. All right, Robert shooting the 13. Wants to go through the ball. Doesn't want to hit the 8. He hits the 8. And I think he can still cut it past the 7. I'm not sure. And if he can't, he could bank it past the 7 in the corner. He don't have the side. Yeah, he's going to bank it. 7 must be in the way. This is a high-pressure shot here with the match on. I think if he misses the 7, and don't put no English on it, if he misses the 7 on the right-hand side, I think it makes it a big corner pocket. And he drained it. Robert got that bank shot to win 5-4 over Charlie. Charlie Lim takes 4th place. Robert moves on to play Chad. I'm going to take a little break. We got 100 viewers. Let's get it to 200 for the 2nd place match. All right, HVP back here. Looks like Jeremy's up 3-1. This is the finals. He's playing Chad again. Sorry, I took a little break. I'm back, Chad. Chad breaking down 3-1 for the tournament here at the Ranger Eatery and Casino down in Sidney, Montana. Chad makes a ball, double kisses in the side. Thank you. Yeah, John, Chad is from Regina, Canada. Glad to see everybody watching. 66 viewers. We are up to 100. Share the stream. Let's get everybody watching. Okay, Jeremy up to the table here. Looks like he got a straight and low ball. Oh, miscued, jumped right over it. Okay. So what do we got here? Chad's up at the table. Looks like he's going to shoot the 5-14 to try to take the high balls. Make pockets the 14. I'm going to shoot down in the right-hand corner. Smooth stroke, pockets that. Probably shoot the 9 in the side to push the 15 out of the way. 15's a little muddied up down by the 1 and the 2. Okay, Chad shooting the 9, wants to run into that 15. Runs into the balls. Gets the 15 out. Not sure if he can make that 13 in the side or not. He might not be able to. If not, he can cut the 10 in the right-hand corner, or he can try to shoot it straight off the rail, off the 4, and pocket the ball there and keep more control of the cue ball. All right. I see Fred there rooting for Jeremy. Go Tigers. Was Trenton toast for breakfast? See, we get a Trenton toast for lunchtime here. Chad cutting the 10 in, pockets the 10, bumps off the 5. Has a shot on his high ball here. Might run into the 15. He don't want to push that 15 over by the lows and by the 2. So he might have to like force draw this to use the 8 as a stop to get on the 15. Looks like he's going high though. Looks like he's running into him. Well, pocket speed, perfect shot. Cut the 15 in, then he'll have the 8. Try to hold the cue ball. Shoot a little inside. 70 viewers. Let's get it up to at least 100 here. I know we got all the Slaters out there watching. Oh, Lisa McNabb. Nice to see you watching. Paul Chadwick. 3 rails. Perfect shape to get on the 8. Try to cut this lead to 3-2. There's a 3-2 score. Jeremy Slater from Trenton, North Dakota against Chad from Regina, Canada. For the title of the Ranger Casino and Eatery down here in Sidney, Montana. It was $17,900 in the Calcutta, $6,900 for first. If you bought yourself, almost a $10,000 payday for first place. Jeremy breaking here, up 3-2. Slams the side. Comes up dry on the break. Chad will be at the table. Little muddied up, 14 balls on one side of the table, but none of them are touching. 11-2 is a little bit in trouble, but balls around there to work it. I think what Chad might try to do is if he wants lows, he's going to shoot a ball into the side pocket. If he wants highs, he got an angle to try to break out the balls there. He's going to shoot the highs. Maybe shoot it inside, get down to the bottom rail. I think he got a good angle here on the 11, a little bit left of center. All he would need to do is get that 10 ball out or get rid of the mirror of the 9 and then the 10 goes. And he's shooting the 11. A little bit left of center, hits it perfect. Got a little bit of angle. It matters if he just wants to get over for the 9 and then shoot the 10 in the same hole, or if he wants to try to break the 10 out, which he really don't need to break the 10 out, but if he moves the 10 at all, then he has the 9 ball in the side pocket or the corner pocket. Doesn't have any trouble here. Like I said, can get rid of the mirror of the 9 to shoot the 10 or try to get that 10 out. I think he's just going to play around it. I don't know if he tried to hit it, but he's on the 15. He could shoot the 15, then get the 9. Or get rid of this ball in the side, bring it back, be in the same spot. I would shoot this ball. Matters how he wants to do this, but like I said, I would try to shoot that 9 to free that 10 in that pocket. He's going to shoot this 15, come back a little. He's going to shoot the 9. Try to get over to the second diamond to shoot the 10 ball. He wants to slide this cue ball 2 rails to get on the 10. And that was a big mistake there. With hitting the 2, I don't think he can get the 10. That's why I like doing that earlier. That way you have a couple balls that you can maybe do something with. But if he misses the 2, he's perfect. But I don't know if he can see this or not. He's trying. Nope. Bad hit on the 5. Ball in hand for Jeremy with the low balls here. All right, Jeremy's going to pocket the 7 here. Then he's going to shoot the 3. Then the lows are going to be in the wide open. When he shoots this 3, he'll probably stop it. And he'll shoot that ball in the side. Then he'll either bring it back a little bit for the 6 or shoot the 2 next. Or maybe shooting a little high. He's getting down on the 1. A little bit left of center. Probably just going to shoot this 1 and stop it. Now, preference here, I think Jeremy might just shoot the 2 and stop it and then shoot the 6. A little indecision here. but I think he's shooting a 2 here. Bring the cue back a little, then shoot the 6 next. Oh, he rolled up. He's going to take the long shot on the 6. Try to get on the 5 here. Okay, he's going to shoot the 6 in the upper left-hand corner, but he drew the ball and scratched in the side. All right, as Chad got a chance here to tie it up. Got a ball in hand with 2 balls on the table. He's going to shoot the 10 ball, and then he got 6 pockets for the 8. Chad shoots the 8 in the corner, and we got a match here, 3-3. Chad sends from Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada. And Jeremy Slater from Trenton, North Dakota. The buy-in for the tournament was a $50 entry to get into the tournament. There was a $5,000 added. So I think we had 62 players, so it was $3,000 and $5,000. It was $8,000 for the tournament, and then we had $17,900 in the Calcutta. So you're looking at, I don't know, close to $27,000 in prize money. Top 16 you cashed. I think that was $125 that 13th to 16th got, and then you kept moving up from there. Talked to Charlie. I think 4th place paid $500. Calcutta was $1,790, $3,500 for 3rd, $5,200 for 2nd, and $6,900 for 1st in the Calcutta. Okay, we got Chad up to the table here, 3-3 tie. Looks like he's going to shoot for the side pocket. Oh, tried to make the 1 all the way down. Missed his shot. 6, 10, 4, 6, 8, 11, 14. I think it's still open. Valley rules, if you make a ball on the break, you have to make a ball after the break to take that suit of the balls, the highs or the lows. I don't see any problems. 3's a little muddied up. That's about it. Jeremy coming around there for the 6. Okay, shoots a 5, gets the 3 out, gets back in and stuck. Okay, Jeremy Slater here at the table. I think he's just going to push that 3, play a little safe here. That's the same thing that happened to me earlier. He hit the 3, cue ball was rolling to the rail, and instead of hitting the rail, it looked like it backed up and came off the rail and gave Chad a ball in hand. Did anybody else see that ball roll back? That happened to me when I was playing G. I was a 16th of an inch from the rail. I hit the ball to the rail and the ball rolled back and didn't hit the rail. Okay, so Chad here rolls up on the 15. The high balls are in the open now. That 11 passes the 3. I don't know if it passes the 5, but Chad has the 14 to get on the 11. Okay, rolls up there. Got an angle on the 11 here to get back. I don't know. It matters what he wants to shoot next. Which high ball? Got the rail. Got an angle a little bit right of center. Going to follow through here. Come off the rail. Wants to get down to the middle of the table. Gets down. I think he's going to shoot the 10. Roll off the rail the 10. Then shoot the high ball where he's standing in the side after that. Shoots the 9 and the 10. Then he's going to want to roll up and then shoot the ball in the side, stop it, and then shoot the 8 in the corner. Makes the 10, rolls up. Comes a little shorter than he wanted, a little bit right of center. He might have to run into the 8. If he runs into the 8, he just wants to feather it to push the 8 by the hole a little more. Don't really want to come on the other side and push the 8 like that so we don't have a shot. That's the difference between like a half an inch on shape and not having to run into the ball. I knew he was going to run into the ball. That makes that 2 like a beach ball, and he don't have a shot on the 8 ball right now. He's got to come with a good shot here to try to take the lead. If not, Jeremy's wide open with the lows. I don't see a pocket for the 8 ball. He could try to kick it in down in the corner. That's what I would do. I would try to kick it in down at the corner. I think that's his best hit and best chance to make that 8 ball. Okay, he's going to try to kick it in the side instead of kicking it in the corner. If you kick it in the corner, you're going to hit more of the 8 ball. Kick it in the side, you want to hit the side of the 8 to make it into the side pocket. But really from here, unless he would stick Jeremy, which I don't see a stick, Jeremy's going to get up to the table with a good chance of running these low balls. Okay, kicks the ball, comes down, hits a rail. That wasn't a bad leave at all. He come out pretty fortunate on that. But I think what Jeremy should do here, he should hit this pink ball, the 4 ball, and bring it back a little bit, get that off the rail and play safe. It was a good shot. He brought the ball up far enough to where it would be hard to hit the rail and have him make that 8 ball in that corner he was standing by. If you leave it down farther, you give him a way better angle to make it. right, we got 78 viewers for this final match here. We got a barn burner, 3-3. Both players making a couple mistakes, leaving the other guy with a chance. That's what happens when you're. This match is probably for close to $3,000. So here comes Chad. You're going to try to kick this 8 in off the rail. He hit the 7 first, so I think Jeremy's going to get a ball in hand here. He'll probably clean up the 3 and the 4 first. Shoots the 4, then the 3, and gets up the table a little bit. Might go 7-2-6 after that. 5. He's going to cut this 3 in. He goes over for the 6 first. He's going to shoot that 6, but got to move that cue ball a little bit here. Comes back for the 2, leaves a cut, and he's going to go forward to get over on the 7. Okay, pockets the 2. All he got to do is make the 7 come over on the table. Little outside on this. Pockets the 7, got to cut on the 8 in the corner to try to take a 4-3 lead. Okay, Jeremy runs those balls out, takes a 4-3 lead. Go Trenton Tigers. Donovan, there ain't an updated bracket. I mean, you can go to Scoreholio and you can hit past matches and it'll show you the final 16 bracket and the 64 bracket. But this is the finals of the match. This is the finals of the tournament for the weekend. Jeremy breaking here, trying to close this tournament out. Makes a ball, makes another ball. Comes off the side rail. 4, 5, 9, 12. Makes 3 balls on the break. Lows are in a little trouble. Highs are in a little trouble. Got a cluster of 4 down there. All the other balls are at least 6 to 12 inches apart. You're welcome, Donovan. Jeremy's going to take the low balls. Looks like he's going to shoot over the 8, shoot the 4 here to get that 5 out, punch it. He punches it open. A little close to his work for the 5. 5, 1. Looks like the 6 would have to go in the left-hand corner. 3's open. He's going to shoot the 1, probably roll up on the 3 here. Unless he can get that 5. It's a little too close on the 5. So he's going to pocket the 1, roll up to get on the 3. Okay. He's a little bit off the rail, which is good to shoot this 3 ball. Probably just bring it back a little bit and okay, goes forward. Got the angle on the 6 to get down on the 5. Just so he passes the 8, he's fine. 81 viewers. Thanks for watching on a Sunday afternoon. There goes the 6. Gets past the 8 perfect, past the 9 perfect, got the 5 straight in. And he has 6 pockets for the 8 ball right in the middle of the table. Slams the 5 in, brings it back, got the 8 straight in. Looks like Jeremy Slater's going to take this down. Go Trenton Tigers. Thanks, Kent. Like to see you on there. All right, everybody, that's the tournament. Jeremy Slater, first place. Chad Sen, second place. Trenton, North Dakota. Jeremy letting out a couple yells there. All right. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Remember, Railbird Pool TV, Sports Shack. Go up to Minot, buy some cards off of Rachel. North Dakota Billiard Foundation, and you just watched the 2025 tournament at the Ranger Casino and Eatery. Come on down. They have great food. They got some machines. They got a sports betting, big screen TV, watching Minnesota and the Lakers right now. Goodbye, everybody.